I ain't through. I ain't through. I'ma live it up. I'ma do it all. No. First things first, to get to I meant to. Y'all let me know who sings that. And I'll get you in next week's Love and Hip Hop Hollywood review, darling. We are back. Name of the album, name of the song, name of the artist, all that good stuff. I'm actually probably going to be singing her songs every single week. Another one of her songs. Because this woman legit got hits. She legit got hits. She was legit somebody till she got on the show. Um, but speaking of shouts out, darling. First of all, let me give a shout out in my Real Housewives of Potomac review, my part two reunion, because there was no Potomac review after the part two reunion. There was going to be no more episodes of it. So I said, well, I'll just give you guys a shout out in whatever review I'll do next, or whatever review I decide to do it in. And so it's in my Love and Hip Hop Hollywood review, obviously. So I'm going to give a shout out to, I believe, 2 or 3 people who named the song that I was singing in my Potomac review. Give a shout out to my girl, Donnie Ray. The song that I was singing was called Liar. It's by Profile. The album came out in 2000, and it was called Nothing But Drama. And I also want to give a shout out to um, Sagine Bien Ami. Hope I'm saying that correctly. Their name is spelled Sagine. Then it's Bien dash Aime. And I wanted to know what was the name of Monique's husband, and his name is Chris. I keep forgetting his name. So, shouts out to you too, people. And now on to my Love and Hip Hop Atlanta season 6 reunion part 2 review. I said in that review, I was just like, well, I'll give y'all a shout out in next week's Hollywood review of Love and Hip Hop. And let me give a shout out to my girl Ty Bevins. Subscribe to her channel, please. Song that I was singing, one of the songs I was singing was Home by Diana Ross from the Wiz soundtrack 1978. And also give a shout out to my girl once again, Donnie Ray. Call Me was the song I was singing by Tweet, album Southern Hummingbird in 2002. And I also want to give a shout out to my girl Stephanie McNeil. I was singing Daddy Lessons by Beyonce from the Lemonade album 2016. And also give a shout out to Building Black Wealth, Stephanie Mill. I was singing the Home song, so either Stephanie Mills or Diana Ross would work since they both sung that song. Okay, so here we go with Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Hmm, where do I want to begin? Who the hell was the first people on? Oh, okay. Brain freeze. Keyshia Cole, darling. Frankie's daughter. I know the show House. Holla, man down. These women with these rough ass voices. Mama is here, and she's in the clear. Let's say Mona been trying to do her best to get Keyshia Cole on the show. Now she's finally on the show. And she had declined Mona's offer in the past. I heard about being on the show. But now Mama's scratching. Mama's scratching. Mama needing the bills paid. Ain't about think about their music no more. Mama's scratching. So she reached out to Mona apparently, and I heard this is what I heard. Now I heard that K Michelle was a little salty by the fact that Keyshia Cole got paid a little bit more, and this is just her first season on Love and Hip Hop than K Michelle did. And we all know K Michelle is kind of like the, I guess, the breakout star of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. The one to actually, branch off and actually do things, sell records, make hit songs and all that good stuff. But if I'm being honest, Keyshia Cole came into Love and Hip Hop already being a star, already being established. And K Michelle came into Love and Hip Hop with, she had made a name for herself already, but like globally, the world didn't know who she was. And so, that definitely took her to a whole entire another level, being on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And then she, of course, she went off to have her own show and all that kind of stuff. But I heard, if officially Jocelyn is gone, that K Michelle might be coming back to Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and I think that's not a good idea because those women are not going to want to film with you. They don't like you. They don't fool with you. Like just really just a waste of time. But I mean, if it's if you just coming to pick up your check, man, fine. But you're gonna have to be in scenes with them. And apparently, I think K Michelle done fell out with Jocelyn too. So who you got to film with, Kay? If you come back on the show, at some point, it's not all about the money. At some point, I mean, if you want to go to work with a headache every day and be in drama with just a whole bunch of drama constantly and not having a clear peace of mind because you got put up with mess, then that's on you. But I don't think I would be bothered. I know the checks are good and all that, but my God, like, look what you got to do to get these checks, literally. Anyway, but yeah, okay, Keyshia Cole, she's on the show, child. Mm-hmm. Uh, I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think about Keyshia Cole being on the show. I'm telling you, Keyshia Cole, ever since she talked about one of Destiny's children, which was Michelle Williams at the Super Bowl. Remember when she tweeted, um, Super Bowl, whatever the hell it was. I just watched for halftime anyway. Y'all know when Beyonce was performing on the halftime in Super Bowl. Ever since Keyshia Cole said what she said about Michelle, she said something about Michelle's always messing something up or the steps or um, her voice was messed up or something she said smart. And ever since then, boom, 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 down, down, down. She's went. You don't mess with Destiny's Children. There's just certain people in the industry that you just don't want to piss off. There's just certain people in the industry and certain fan bases that it's just a rap, child. Anybody, you can't say nothing about Beyonce apparently, or you can't say nothing about associated anybody associated with Beyonce, and clearly you can't talk about Destiny's Children. None of them. The only people that people allow them to talk about is Latavia and Farrah. That's it. You can't talk about the other ones. They even defend Latoya. So, child, I don't know, child. That's just what I believe because it just seems like it's just been boom, 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 like downfall after downfall after that. The music stopped selling and child. Keisha's first two albums are damn they're classics in my opinion. Great, great, great albums. Like I said, Keisha got hits, and Keisha came into this whole thing already established. So I guess maybe that's why she got more than like everybody else. I wonder how much Remy got. But her situation is different too because Remy was in jail for like 8 or 9 years, and then she came back on the show after being gone for so long. Um, but she didn't have no like hits like Keisha got. So I don't know, child. Anyway, she's talking, and she's just like, "Yeah, your girl is back," and how they all do, everybody talks with their hands on Love and Hip Hop. Um, and she was just talking, shooting the shit. Say she's here, she's working on her album, and she's had issues with Booby, and which is her ex husband, who's also on the show. This was all planned. Ain't no way that you ended up. Well, I guess Keisha had to have a storyline, right? But I'm just like, you got your ex husband on the show with you, and I guess their whole storyline is just co-parenting and her working on her new music and him apologizing for how he hurt her and whatever the hell else. But that's pretty much it. We'll move on to them. Well, no, they also had a scene where she had a show. She came back from somewhere. She on this badass leather jacket, and he was just like, "Hey, what's up, superstar?" The dog was there greeting him. She was just like, "It's funny, the people that do you the worst on this earth, a lot of times they end up needing you," which is true. My mom always said, "You don't never mistreat people because you don't never know who you gonna need." Your worst enemy, you might need a drink of water from their ass one day, and you can't blame them if they don't give you that drink of water if you treated them like shit. But I can kind of remember watching back when Keisha had her show, Keisha and Booby. Well, I was a grown man named Booby, but whatever. Um, when Keisha and Booby had their show together on BET, I remember that Keyshia Cole used to like treat him any kind of way. She thought she was above him. She thought she was like better than him. Like at least that's the vibe that I was getting. Like she was just like annoyed by him. I don't know. Y'all tell me in the comments if y'all watched that show that Keisha was on BET. I forgot what it was called. And Frankie made a few appearances, I think. Holla. But every time I use that voice, I have to like drink something because it just fucking scratched my shit up. So I don't know, but yeah, it's just been a whole mess um with that situation. So I mean that's really what I thought. I mean, that's what I saw on TV, so I don't know. So that's what I thought I remember, child. But let's see. Keisha also had another scene. Well, let's just get Keisha out the way. Keisha also had another scene. She's in the studio with this song called Impeccable or Irreplaceable or Impactful, Impatient, some kind of something like that. But anyway, the song is a hit. The song sounds really, really good. And whenever Keisha's album come out, I'm definitely gonna buy it. 'Cause like I said, I have her first two albums. Some of my favorite songs of Keyshia Cole is on that second album of hers, Just Like You. So, um, she's in the studio with her, somebody she works with. He comes in and they're talking. He basically apologized for all the things that he did and yada yada yada. But like I said, I'm guessing that he cheated on her. But I mean, she ain't innocent. I know that because of the way. Maybe she was just upset with him on the show because of she found out he was cheating and she had to continue with the season of the on the show. I don't know, but yeah, I just remember her acting like she was like better than him, like snobbish and stuff. And so I don't know. Anyway, that's all with Keisha pretty much. There's gonna be something later on in the season with Keisha and A1, Lyrical's husband, and Lyrical not wanting him to work with any females, and of course she's gonna be intimidated by Keyshia Cole, because she's Keyshia Cole, and so yeah. Anyway, the second scene was Hazel E. Child. Now Hazel E. has definitely had a time on this Love and Hip Hop Hollywood show. Hazel E. has legit been treated terribly on this show, in my opinion, and it's just amazing to me that she's even cool with Mona still. That she's even still on the show. Young Bird treated her like shit. Tiara treated her like shit. Malika, Kalisha, Masika Malika. Um, I know her name is Masika Kalasia, but it's just too hood for me. So I'm gonna say Masika Malika because it sounds better, right? So Masika Malika, did Hazel wrong. Everybody did Hazel wrong on the show. They drag Hazel up and down on Twitter. Like Mama got to have a lot of confidence because people really, really talk about Hazel like a dog. She got a drink thrown in her face. Like, so it's just a whole lot. So that's why I've always, in a sense, rooted for Hazel because she's the underdog, and I feel like I'm the underdog too. Because I feel like if I was on these type of shows, I wouldn't necessarily be liked like that either, for whatever reason. But Hazel really about to make me be team somebody else because she can know my damn nerves. And this is just episode one, guys. She is really trying my patience. Hazel laid up on the top of some damn boat. Then some guy came out named Rose Burgundy. Um, and He looks young, but he looks like he kind of got a hard face, like he older. But apparently he's 10 years younger than Hazel E. He licking whipped cream off her toes and shit. And apparently she's trying to have this whole women empowerment thing where she's gonna be like rapping and stuff. And she wanted to invite Moniece, Hazel. She wanted to invite Moniece, Tiara Marie, and Masika Malika, which is just crazy to me because I'm like, them the three people that you're not fooling with. He was just like, well, why would you invite them? He was just like, oh, I just come to stun on these hoes, show these bitches that I run LA and yada to the yada. Delusion. That's what's gonna get on my nerves about Hazel. Delusion. That's a mental thing. I can't help her. Can y'all? I can't. Oh God, this whole women empowerment thing, and then you inviting people that you don't like just to come and stunt. I mean, didn't K Michelle do the same thing on Love of Hip Hop Atlanta? The last season she was on there, her goal was to come on there and show all these women how good she's living, and to throw back up in their face, yeah, you came for me. You said I wasn't gonna be shit, but look at me now. But it's just like they still don't like you. They still don't care. You don't have to like throw things up in people's faces if you're living good. Just live good. Just do your thing. Like they'll see it, I'm sure. On social media, they'll see it. It's just I'm not the kind of person to kind of rub shit in people's face, no matter how bad they did me. They'll see how good I'm doing when they see it. I'm not, because it just comes off as you trying to impress them, and it's just like fuck them. Um. So anyway, I'm just like, okay, so she's inviting them, so that's just gonna be a mess. And we all know Masika Malika and Masika Malika. We all know that her and Hazel E, don't get along, and she's don't really have an issue with Moniece, but Moniece and Masika are like this and funny as hell together. And she fell out with Tiara, but she always fell out with Tiara. Yeah. Um, let's see. So we meet a new character named Rail, Really Swag, something like that. Um, and he is a celebrity stylist apparently, but ain't everybody. And I'm trying to think. He looks like somebody. Looks like some rapper. I don't know, but he's funny as shit. I'll give him that. And he's cool with Masika and Moniece. We see Moniece. She's out, laid up, stretched out with her little lesbian girlfriend, child. This little white top that she done got. And I guess she's doing the whole Mimi Foss thing, gay for pay. But I actually believe that Moniece is bi. I don't necessarily believe that Mimi is. I just feel like Mimi just does whatever for storyline and whatever for attention. Mimi Foss on Atlanta, Love and Hip Hop. But I really do believe that Moniece goes both ways. I believe. So anyway, they're kissing by the pool, and then Rail shows up. Then Masika Malika shows up. She's almost down. She's still got some baby weight to lose, but she's almost there. Her titties is just out of control. I think she got her boobs. And I don't know why she got them that big. She looks like she's just about to damn hell osteoporosis or something. Like the shit is just they just look fucking heavy. Like it's just fucking car keys and damn lamps and ceiling fans, all kinds of shit in her titties. It just look heavy. Like they just look heavy, girl. They just look heavy. But anyway, so they're all sitting around the pool talking, shooting the shit. They brung up the whole Hazel thing because apparently Hazel had went on ahead and invited them. Um, Real, he was just like, yeah, I know Hazel, and cause he's friend, cause she was friends with my cousin Tiara Marie. So it's like, oh, okay. And Hazel lived with Tia Marie at one point, and she was just like, yeah, she looked good now since she done had all that work done, but she used to look like Rumpelstiltskin. Bitch, when I tell you, when he called Hazel Rumpelstiltskin, I was done, done. And it's so funny when people that I find is not that attractive talk about other people. who they find is unattractive. It's just like, well, both of y'all aren't y'all on the same ride? But whatever. But the shit was just funny. The shit was hilarious. So he's a queen, so he's definitely a reader. I mean, it's just in the kids to read. I mean, it is what it is. Um, and he's just petty, and he's petty and messy, but he's likable at least. The one thing I feel like when they put these queens on the show, well, I'm not to be, I guess, offensive to anybody. When they put the gay guys on the show, on these type of shows, they just have the same character, like just being messy, just being up with the women, and just being petty, making smart comments, and all this kind of stuff. It's just being in the midst of shit, just being drama. And I just hate that everybody, we all have like that stereotype, and it's just so like annoying, like. And half the time these shows, they never become the main character. They usually fizzle out as the season goes through. They never come back for the second season, for their second season, because as people try to act like they're cool with gays, but they're not really that cool with gays in a sense. And they might be cool um with him or whatever, but I'm just saying, like, in general, it's just like. And then Ray's coming on. Ray is from College Hill. I remember him. I didn't like his ass on the show. He was a trip, just hateful and mean. So it's just like, I just hate that whole stereotype thing. It's just like, if and I'm sure the men aren't gonna film with him. It's just gonna be the women him filming with, and it's just like, I don't know. It's just like a whole thing with me that I've been thinking about. I don't know. I think too deep about a lot of things, but it's true. Like, it's legit. We'll see. We'll see. If he comes back next season on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. But so far he's cool. I like him. He makes me laugh. So hopefully he stays that way. And yeah. So anyway, they're talking, and they was just like, yeah, we just gonna go to Hazel E's events, yada yada yada. So we have Safari, and who, child? We have Safari, Lil Fizz, and Booby, Keyshia Cole's ex, and they're talking, shooting the shit. He was just like, "Yeah, I was just trying to work it out with Keisha." Lil Fizz asked about Nikki. It was just like, "Oh, me and Nikki is just friends," and that was it. Yeah. So we meet Brook Valentine. As if y'all didn't know, it's about to be a what girl fight. Brooke Valentine said the world been waiting on her to release some new songs. That's what she said. Brookie got a lot of confidence, don't she? And she was just like, "Oh, you know me from Girl Fright, among other things. What else we know you from, Brooke?" Oh God, delusion. They just hype their own damn self up. They just hype their own shit up on the show. It's just so funny to look at. I'll be like, "Child, I got one hit single. It is what it is. I'm trying to get more. Just keep it real. There's not nothing to be ashamed about. You can live good off one hit single, child. Look at Kai on my neck, my back. She said it herself. She was talking T.S. Madison. All you need is one hit single, and you can live fine the rest of your life. You can travel the world and make plenty coins off that one hit single. Okay, so child, please be proud of your one hit single, but don't come up in here lying to the people, talking about you got all these damn hits. No, you don't, and you don't, and well, you don't. No. So she's sitting on the beach with this guy named Marcus. He's a producer, working in the industry. Da 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 da. Same shit. And apparently, uh, they're working together on a new album, on her new album, and she found out that he was married at one point, but he told her that he was divorced, and so she was all up on him after that. Um, Brooke meets up with his mother because he's really talking about marrying Brooke, and the mom was just like, Brooke, I really like you, but there's something you need to know. And so Brooke and him had a scene where she was dressed as some kind of naughty maid or housekeeper at that same thing. And she's cooking meals for him, talking about, yeah, take off my clothes, yada to the yada. She was just like, so I know you've been talking about marriage and I know you love me and all that, but what you gonna do? In my Sheree Whitfield voice. Because I heard that you still married. He was like, "What? What? How you know I'm married?" And he was a little apprehensive about Brooke and his mother, meeting up and talking because he was scared that his mom was gonna spill the tea, in which she did, and that's only fair. The mom was just like, "Yeah, he ain't ready to get married because he's still legally married to this other woman." Now he done sat there and told Brooke that he is not legally married, and she just took his word for it, which was stupid on her part. She should have looked at the paperwork, what Medea tried to tell y'all, you out shopping and shit and being all in love and being dickmatized, and you need to be at home taking care of the deed. Show me the receipts, Diane. Diane, show me the receipts. If I did all that, I need to put that on my tax return. Show me the receipts. Show me the receipts, Diane. Um, and Brooke then look at the receipts. He basically went over there. She was finna hit him, but then she just hugged him, talking about, I'm weak for you, yada to the yada. And the guy said in his confessional, he was just like, look, I'll be having the paperwork right there. I'll be waiting. I'll be about to sign, but then I get distracted. Which means, Brooke, that he's still sleeping with his ex-wife. Well, his current wife. She's still his current wife. She's still his wife. He's still sleeping with his wife and sleeping with you at the same time. So keep being stupid if you want to. It's about to be a what? Girl fight? So, speaking of girl fight, Tiara Marie, she meets up with Hazel E. Hazel E come twisted and shit, with this trash hair on. I don't know what she looks like. She's a very interesting looking woman. But I'll always have the underdog's back, so I'm not gonna clown Hazel too much. But like I said, she's getting on my nerves, so it could happen. So her and Tiara meet up. Tiara has in her confessional, she has on this orange, like burnt orange wig, and it's just whatever. So they're talking, and Hazel was just like, you know what, Tiara, all bossed up with her Chanel and shit. She was just like, you know what, Tiara, I just don't know where we went wrong. I just don't know what to do with you. Tiara Marie was like, bitch, I don't know what to do with you neither. Then Hazel started stunting, and she was just like, oh yeah, I'm this and that, and I got my Chanel bag, and I'm bossed up. Tiara Marie was like, bitch, you ain't shit. You's a scammer. So I remember when you was homeless and destitute. I remember you was sleeping with me. And Hazel started going on about this whole girl code thing. Because, at one point they said at the reunion in the past that Tiara Marie, well, Young Bird put out there that Tiara Marie gave him head. I mean, I don't know why. Because, all she had to do was stick her tongue out, and her tongue covered the whole size of his dick. So I don't see why would she need to open her whole mouth to give him head, but whatever. Y'all saw the pictures. So they're talking, and Hazel E, she's just like, yeah, I'm a boss, yada to the yada. They get up and start getting rowdy. The shit just went left instantly. Miss Nikki Baby said that, bitch, look at my face, look at this, look at that. And Hazel E stands up, look at my waistline. Just petty ass argument. And Miss Nikki and Tia Marie said to Hazel E, you just a Miss Nikki Baby knockoff. And then that's when Hazel E threw a plate of food at Tiara. And it was a big old beet stain sauce on the back of Tiara's dress. And then Tiara threw a drink and she stopped and she ran at her ass. I like to die. It was so funny. Tiara wanted to kill him. Whole thing. I'm so sick of them wasting good food at these restaurants. And somebody said that on Twitter. I holler. I was like, that's so true. Um, like if I see these people coming with these cameras, I wouldn't even let them in the restaurant. I wouldn't even be bothered. Um, and then what was I gonna say? Oh, Hazel E wiping off her Chanel bag. She walked off and all that. I was just like, child. Once again, Tiara Marie. The question today and every other day, as T.S. Madison would say, what was the point of the surgery, Tiara Marie? What was the point in you having surgery? To lose weight. Where what was the point? Where's the difference? It'd have been at least like what 2 years or something. Wasting money. You could have started your own you could created a damn cookbook or something, or created your own line of barbecue sauces. Gastric bypass. You bypassed that gastric. That's what you did. Not an ounce lost. Not an ounce. Just a mess. And apparently Tiara Marie, she's a drunk, and they we gonna see Cisco from Love and Hip Hop New York, who's a creep, like legit, not just a part of the creep squad, but a creep. And so it's just, child, yeah, whatever. So that was the end of that. Okay, Hazel E. She had this women empowerment showcase. Masika Malika came in with this damn tracksuit looking like somebody's aunt, wobbling out. Um, Masika Malika was there, Moniece was there, and the guy Rail. And they was clowning the whole time, drawing on her little billboard, and making fun of her. She was just like, "Child, I'm ready," and yada to the yada. Apparently, Masika Malika invited them, like she begged for them to come. Apparently, according to Masika Malika, Hazel E begged them to come to showcase. I guess just to like to stunt and like, like I was saying before, these people will never be happy for you, Hazel. Just let it go. But I'm sure they had to do it. Contracts in the show, so whatever. So we see Miss Nikki Baby walk up. She's there to support Hazel, and she sees Safari. Safari, Miss Nikki Baby had something going on. When she was playing Lesbian 2 last season. Um, and so they're cool and shooting the shit, and all of a sudden we see Hazel E come down, and the Chopper Child. She come out with her man, um, Rose Burgundy, as Rail said, Rose Ruby, and the whole time when she was walking up, Rail was just like, "Is it, is it a bird? Is it a bear? What is it?" Because she had on this long fur coat. Oh my gosh, just hilarious. So she got on stage and did her little tired song, start rapping, booty shaking, and Hazel got her butt done and all this kind of stuff, but she didn't get no hips with it. So Hazel's very much so built like straight up and down, but she just has this butt, so it doesn't look right. There's like no curve; it's just straight. And then you turn from the side, you turn to the side, and that's when you see her butt. Other than that, you don't see her butt. You can't tell. You know how like when people are walking towards you, you can tell they got like a big butt or a nice butt. Like, no, she's just straight up and down. But then you turn around and you see this big old ass. So it's just like, okay, girl. So they was clowning her the whole time she was performing, acting silly. Hazel got off the stage. She was just like, so what y'all mad? What y'all hating on me? Yada to the yada. Masika was just like, child, you invited us to come. Shut up. They end up getting into it. Masika threw a drink on her. Then Hazel threw something back, and they end up escorting them out. So it's just child silly. Um, let's see. I think that was pretty much. Was that the end of the damn episode? No, I feel like I'm forgetting something. Later on, they didn't show Ray J and Princess on this episode. Um, and so apparently their storyline is gonna be the whole baby thing, trying to get pregnant and stuff. So I'm just like, child, here we go. These these former thoughts end up getting wifed up, and they got to seal them checks, child, with a baby. It is classic. Okay. Um, and it's just amazing to me, like seeing like Booby and stuff on the show. It's just like you literally left him, and now he's trying to become a rapper. And he's gonna be hooking up with Brook Valentine later on in the season. So I'm just like, you left them good NBA checks to be on Love and Hip Hop, You left the NBA, something that you legit love. I guess he loves rapping too, but you gonna leave that to be on Love and Hip Hop. I mean, you might have been a bench warmer when you was on the NBA, but so what? You was getting your good checks and you was going home. Didn't nobody know nothing about your drama. Didn't nobody know nothing about you, which is in many cases is a good thing to just live your life and go on about your business. But people want that fame and want that attention so bad that they're willing to do anything for it. And a lot of times it's good that comes with it, but it's a lot of bad as well. So it's just I don't know, child. It's just damn. It's really damn crazy. But I think that's pretty much it. All I wanted to talk about. Um, looking at some of my notes I wrote down. I think that's it. But this real guy, the whole Rumpelstiltskin comment took me out. Legit took me out. So it's just the first episode. They didn't show everybody part of the cast. That's another thing. It's a big ass cast. It's Ray J Safari, Moniece, Lyrica Anderson, Tiara Marie, Keyshia Cole, uh, Miss Nikki Baby. And that's it, I think. It is a big ass cast. Like, hold on, let me see real quick. Let you guys know. Hazel E, that's who I was missing. And Masika Malika, I believe that she was supposed to be a full time cast member, like, being on the opening credits. However, as we found out, well, I don't know if y'all know or not, but this girl named Alexis Skies. Oh, that's what I'm missing. That's what I forgot to talk about. So Miss Nikki Baby and Hazel E, they meet up, and we see and Miss Nikki Baby decides to bring Alexis Sky. Alexis Sky used to be with Fetty Wap, and Fetty Wap is Masika Malika's baby daddy. And apparently, according to Alexis Sky, Masika Malika messed around. Fetty Wap left Alexis Sky to go mess around with Masika Malika, and then she actually ended up getting pregnant by her. But the girl is no longer with Fetty Wap. She's with somebody else. But she's basically come on the show just to fuck with Masika Malika. And Masika Malika, every time Alexis Sky is coming into the room, Masika don't want to film with her. She don't want to give her any airtime. But of course, Masika needs to know that she don't run this show. Mona does. So Mona kind of put her on punishment. And now I believe one of her punishments was her not being on the main, thing, when the opening credits when the show come on. Because I believe she's legit dodging Alexis Sky this whole entire season. Because Alexis Sky just came here just to fuck with Masika. So, Masika got something coming for her this season, definitely. But before Alexis Sky got there, Miss Nikki Baby and Hazel E was talking about Tiara. Miss Nikki Baby and Tiara are really good friends, and she's tried to help Tiara out with her drinking because her brother had a drinking problem who passed away. But Tiara might listen, then she might not. We gonna see, child. I told her to she get that damn cookbook up. I'm saying. But yeah, it's just a full cast. It's a lot. And Love Hip Hop Hollywood is the only show that has had a man, two men as the main cast members. On Love Hip Hop Atlanta is Stevie J only. Um, Even though Kirk's been a part of the cast from the beginning, Scrappy's been a part of the cast from the beginning, but they just keep, I guess Stevie J's just the biggest star or whatever. Oh, okay, here we go. The full cast: Safari, Miss Nikki Baby, Lyrical Anderson, Princess, forgot about her, Ray J, Tiara Marie, Hazel E, Moniece, Keyshia Cole. Just a lot, a lot, and I don't know how Tiara Marie keep getting storylines. I really don't. Anyway, that's pretty much all I want to talk about, y'all. I know I gave y'all a lot of random moments, but I mean, it is what it is. I pretty much talked about everything that was of importance. Oh, Miss Nikki Baby looks a lot better this season. Her makeup, like, she looks like a, she got that Mariah Carey glow thing going on. She looks great, Miss Nikki Baby. I'm still not that much of a fan of her. I've never really liked her from the beginning. But she seems to be like more likable this season, so I'll give her a chance. I'll try to give people a clean slate. I try. Um, Also, I'm so glad that Brandy and Max Lux is not on the show anymore. Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. Anyway, with that said, this video's long enough. I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at the Skins World Instagram and Twitter, at the Skins World 89 on Snapchat, Chase Skins on Facebook, and all that good stuff. All my social media moments will always be in the bottom bar below. We are back in here in Hollywood. Lights, action, Hollywood.